Hello and welcome to today's video. In this particular video, we are going to discuss one of the most important topics as far as Abuja real estate is concerned. Now, this video is going to be relevant for many years to come. In fact, I can tell you for the fact that as far as Abuja remains the federal capital city of Nigeria, this video is going to remain relevant. So, as someone who is investing in the real estate sector here in the city of Abuja, or probably you have intentions of someday investing in this city, you need to pay detailed attention to the information I'm going to share in this video. So in today's topic, we are going to discuss the Abuja Master Plan. A lot of people have been hearing about Abuja Master Plan, but yet I'm surprised that even some persons have invested in this city of Abuja, but yet they are not familiar with the Abuja Master Plan. Some don't even know what the Abuja Master Plan is. Now, it will be very unfortunate for you as an investor to have invested your money into the city of Abuja without having a clue of what the Abuja Master Plan is. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a whole lot of details concerning the Abuja Master Plan. So you need to pay detailed attention to this video. In fact, make sure you watch this very video to the very end. And ensure you share this video with your friends, share this video with your family members so that they will get to know about the information I'm going to share from this video. My name is Iwambe. I'm a real estate investor and broker right here in the city of Abuja. What to do here on this channel is to discuss everything concerning real estate on this channel, and also bring you the best and strategic real estate investment options so that you can rightly and safely invest for maximum returns on your investment. So if you are just coming across this said YouTube channel for the very first time, I encourage you to subscribe and equally turn on the notification bell so that you become part of this community where we are building sustainable wealth for ourselves. Now, back to our discussion, the Abuja Master Plan. The Abuja Master Plan is a blueprint that shows how the entire city of Abuja is supposed to look like, from the infrastructure and everything. And we cannot discuss about the Abuja Master Plan without having to go back into history to see how the city of Abuja came into place and how the establishment of the Abuja Master Plan came into existence. So, back in 1976, under the military regime of General Murtala Muhammad, an FCT Act was established. Now, the essence of this act was to relocate the capital city of Nigeria from Lagos to a more central region of Nigeria in order to foster national unity. And because of the congestion in Lagos, federal capital city of Nigeria had to be relocated. So the FCT Act was established in 1976. Now, during the establishment of this act, a body was set up, which is the FCDA. If you are not familiar with the FCDA, I've made a detailed video about FCDA, and make sure you go to this channel and search for that video and watch it, because that video is very important for you as an investor as well. FCDA were shadowed with the responsibility of making sure that they supervise the master plan. So, in essence, Abuja is that one city that was planned before it was executed. So, in establishing the Abuja to be the federal capital city of Nigeria, lands were gotten from 4 different states. As you can look at this map, this is the Abuja map actually. Lands were gotten from Kaduna, lands were gotten from Nasarawa, Niger, and Kogi to form what we know as the Abuja today. And from this map, you see that Abuja has 6 area councils. We have the Abuja Municipal Area Council, which is called the AMAC. We have the Kuje, we have the Kwali, we have the Gwagwalada, we have the Abaji, and we have the Buhari. So these 6 area councils form what we call Abuja. Unlike other states where we have local governments, in Abuja we call them area councils. So in Abuja we have 6 area councils. So when the site for the establishment of the new federal capital city of Nigeria was established, which is Abuja, the FCDA, that is the Federal Capital Development Authority, the office that was shadowed with the responsibility of supervising the planning of the Abuja Master Plan, they now launched a bid for foreign firms to apply. The IPA, which is the International Planning Associates, is a foreign consulting that is made up of professional experience, town planners, engineers, and architects. was the firm that won the bid among several other bidders to plan this particular city of Abuja. So in 1977, they were given the contract to do the plan. In 1979, the plan was done, and then the FCDA approved the plan. It was so beautiful. Now, this is where it gets really interesting because of the nature of how the entire city of Abuja was planned. Now, looking at this, Abuja was planned according to what I call a hierarchy. They started from neighborhoods, right? So what we call cadastral zones or areas. If you have been familiar with places in Abuja, you hear Wuse Zone 1, Wuse Zone 2, Area 1, Area 2, and all of that. So those were the neighborhoods that from the master plan. Now, how the IPA, which is the International Planning Associate, how they planned this was this. They designated areas for small markets in the master plan. They also designated certain areas for primary schools. Now, each zone will have all of this. They also designated areas for police posts in each zone, each neighborhood. They also designated for clinic and also for green areas and park, we call them neighborhood park. And also to meet up with our Nigerian culture, they also designated specific places for the chief palace, as well as some other things, as well as the road networks within the Abuja. So all of these were being designated to each neighborhood, what we call cadastral zones or areas in Abuja. This is really beautiful. In fact, the essence of doing all of this was to ensure that if you are staying within a particular neighborhood, you don't need to travel to another neighborhood in order to seek for these basic amenities. Now, neighborhoods were combined according to the Abuja Master Plan to form what we call the districts. Currently, we have over 90 districts in the city of Abuja, and more are going to be created. Now, from the districts, let's now go to the hierarchy on how the master plan was drafted. From the districts, the IPA now designated areas for big markets. Unlike in neighborhoods where we had small markets, for the districts they were bigger than the neighborhoods. They also designated areas for secondary school. Unlike in the neighborhoods where they had primary school, they also designated areas for police station instead of police post, and also general hospitals. Each of these districts has all of this according to the master plan. And also for the districts, they designated green areas. Green areas. We call them districts park. District park. Now, for these district parks, they were bigger than the ones in the neighborhood park. The neighborhood parks were just around 1 to 3 hectares. Those were the size of areas that were designated for neighborhood park. Unlike the district parks, which were from 3 to 7 hectares. Now, they also designated chief palace for the districts. So each district will have a chief that will overrule the other chiefs under the neighborhoods. Now, several districts were being merged together to form what we call phases, what we call sector centers today, right? Now, Abuja is being developed into developmental phases. Like, I remember, like I told you, there are currently over 90 districts in Abuja, and more are still going to be created. Now, coming to the area of phases, we have phase 1 to phase 5. They started with phase 1 to phase 4, and phase 5 has recently been approved. So Abuja develops according to phases. Now, the reason why they did this, they organized Abuja into phases, was that from phase 1, they will start the development from phase 1 before moving to the other phases, and in that order. Now, having looked at all of this, let's now look at the Abuja map now. Apart from what the hierarchy that the IPA did in the planning of the Abuja Master Plan. They also ensured that there was swift road connectivity around the entire city of Abuja, which was one among the reasons why they had to move the FCT from Lagos to Abuja, because in Lagos there was always traffic congestion. So now, here in the city of Abuja, to ensure that there was swift road connectivity in the entire city of Abuja, the IPA assigned ring roads as well as circulation routes. So these were to ensure smooth traffic flow within the entire city of Abuja. So currently we have 4 ring roads in the city of Abuja. Now, if you look at this is a ring road separating the phase 1 from phase 2. This ring road here separates phase 1 from phase 2. And this ring road 2 here separates phase 2 from phase 3. And ring road 3 separates phase 3 from phase 4, and in that order. Now, these ring roads had other extensions and all of that. So, like, remember I told you there are 4 ring roads in the FCT. And aside the ring roads, the IPA also designated strategic places for circulation routes. We call them circulation routes. Currently, there are 4 of them. That's why we have the ONEX, which is the Outer Northern Expressway. We also have the OSEX, which is the Outer Southern Expressway. We have the INEX, Inner Northern Expressway, and we have the ISEX, Inner Southern Expressway. Now, each of those circulation routes is supposed to have a 10-lane road. Look how beautiful this city was planned. A 10-lane road to ensure smooth flow of traffic within the city of Abuja. Now, it will interest you to know that currently, as we speak, it's just 1 out of the 4 circulation routes that is completed, which is the ONEX, the Outer Northern Expressway. That's the road that connects, that's the Zuba Expressway, which is the ONEX. Those smart investors that were able to invest along the ONEX, as at that time, have made maximum returns on their investment. So now, what happens to the other circulation routes? This is where you have to strategically invest as a smart investor. Currently, they are working on the OSEX, which is the Outer Southern Expressway. That's the road that connects from AYA to Kabusa Junction to Apo Oasis. It also extends to Karuchi, and it goes to Kuje, and that road also takes you to Gwagwalada. Now, we have strategic real estate investment along the OSEX. So, as an investor, it is very important that you find an investment along the OSEX currently, as they are being worked on right now, so you can be able to maximize returns on your investment the same way it was done along the ONEX. It is very important for you to invest along the OSEX currently as I speak. So the INEX and the ISEX are still being worked on right now, but this is just to explain the circulation routes in the master plan. And finally, in between all the conversations we have had concerning the Abuja Master Plan, and moreover, there are certain sensitive informations which I don't want to put out there. So if you are really interested in investing in the city of Abuja, contacting me on the number displayed on your screen. You have access to some of the information which I can't put out there right now. Now, in between all of the conversations we have had here, you see that Abuja is one of the most beautiful cities you can come across in Africa. And remember, as an investor, you're working with a developer or a broker that understands the Abuja Master Plan in details, will give you an edge over every other investor, because there are several situations where investors tend to buy lands in Abuja. They even erect their buildings, but then later they have their buildings demolished, unknown to them that those areas they bought were designated for certain government projects. Now, there are certain places that are designated for all of these things I've highlighted and many more. And if you are working with a developer or a broker that understands the Abuja Master Plan, it will save you a lot from all of this. Currently, there are people that are selling green areas for people to build residential apartments. That's a very big mistake. In fact, you're not working with somebody that understands the Abuja Master Plan, stepping on a bomb, because once you invest in a place that probably a place that is designated for a green area, you go there, buy, and then start building residential apartment, you will lose your entire money. Your building will be demolished without compensation. So from this explanation, you know that I have good understanding about the Abuja Master Plan. So if you are interested in investing in this city of Abuja, make sure you contact the number displayed on your screen. And like I said, this video is going to be relevant for many years to come. As far as Abuja remains the federal capital city of Nigeria, this video, you will definitely come back to it, to make reference to it. So endeavor to share this video with your friends, share this video with your family members, because they will definitely need this video if at all they want to invest in the very city of Abuja. I remain your real estate broker, Alex Iwambe, and I'll see you in the next video.